Companies just want to know, they want to be able to track their advertising to just know where they're getting their best returns. And that may be the only thing that they need. And we simply provide that through our basic conversion dashboard service. But more often than not, customers want to take a much more proactive and, as a result, an interactive approach with us in taking the data that we track and measure and working with us to put into effect an actionable campaign that would optimize their spending on the one hand, and most likely, as has been the case, will allow them to gain customers who are indeed searching for their product. Well, we found one of the wonderful things about the dashboard is, in its basic form, it's very simple to use and it provides very relevant data. But what really is interesting about it is, in and of itself, it is a solutions provider in that we can customize the face or the front end of the dashboard to basically provide to any customer things that might be unique to their business. And I think that is very important distinguishing characteristic. The other thing that is very important about our dashboard is that putting in one place the metrics derived from an online campaign is not something that would be unique to conversion. But being able to take those metrics and see how they line up versus offline campaigns is really something that people have found very, very useful. And when I talk about relevancy, that is something that people think is very relevant, and why wouldn't they? There's, the amount of money spent offline still far exceeds the amount of money spent online. That is the reality of the world that we live in. Now, the growth rates may be changing, and we know that. But at any given time, depending upon what a client's objective or set of objectives might be, we have the capability to deliver on both ends or show the results on both ends. Again, at a minimum, taking it to another level, we can customize it, again, to reflect things that might be very unique to that customer's business. When a company understands their business and how it works and more importantly, they're trying to get out of their marketing spend and specifically their advertising dollars, that's the ideal partner for Conversion Associates. I think the beauty of what we do, the service that we offer, is we're not trying to come in every day and be right. We're trying to come in every day and find a solution. And the data is the data. Whether you like what it says or you don't like what it says, it speaks the truth, we think. It is certainly, we've never had an instance where there's been a flaw in the data. And what we then do is it allows us to look very realistically about what is going on in a campaign and what may not be going on in a campaign. So we are here essentially to bring a level of, to apply more intellectual capital to our clients by not just telling them what our systems are spitting out, but importantly, how we would interpret it, and I think more importantly, what actions we would take based on it. And more often than not, it's that approach that really, I think, when you ask our customers what we do best, I believe that would be perhaps top on their list. And the dashboard system is something that we feel we're very proud of as a company. We feel that we have built a model whose integrity is unquestionably high. We have the depth of our technology allows us to truly track what goes on in one media versus another, one campaign in one media versus one campaign in another, so on and so forth. A short way of saying that is we know there's no double counting. We know that when we're making comparisons that we're making apples to apples comparisons. And as a result, I think all of us at Conversion Associates have a high degree of confidence in the integrity of what we provide. At the end of the day, Conversion Associates will, in and of itself, remain a very tight-knit company. It'll grow as big as we need to service our clients properly. But one approach that will remain with us will be the want and the ability to be a solutions provider to our customer. We feel that the edge that we bring to the game is very much the intellectual capacities of the various people in the company and their ability to virtually work with any company in any industry to take an open-minded approach to solving the problem. Again, the problem most often being we would like to have more customers and we would like to not have to spend a fortune to get them. We will always rely on our intellectual property to be the main point of adding value in a relationship. We will use the tools at our disposal, the dashboard, and any changes we make to the dashboard will be with the intention of creating even more simplicity and even more relevancy. But what will not change is our interactive approach and our ability to take the data of any kind at any point in time and translate it into an actionable campaign.